This your boy Ice of the God, aka Dear Yates, and we're here for another one. Wow. Hey, listen, I appreciate all the love and support, and everybody who's following the page. If you're not following the page and you hear this video, please follow the page. That's the best way to show your support and to help us continue to grow. I appreciate y'all in advance. Wow. We have a very good one today. Some folks on fire. Let's go ahead and jump straight into this video.
Away reverse. You don't touch my baby like that no more, okay? Thank you. You may stand.
Yeah, I know some people going to say, well, why aren't you happy that they're reversing and showing how much they love black women? You're black. Your mama black. Your sister black. The mother of your kid black. Like all these people black in your circumference, why are you not happy that another race is on his knees in front of this black queen? Well, first things first, our women don't need no more shit to puff their head up. They don't need no more shit to boost their head up. They already got the government. They already got all these types of programs to help them put themselves on this pedestal to be, quote unquote, more stable than the black men already. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Black women are not worthy to be bowed down to. Not with the way y'all act in this country. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do y'all not see the videos I post? These women do not deserve that shit. Tell them to earn it and then I'll be cool with it. Give us something and then I'll be cool with it. This ain't shit. Just because he want to fuck her, that's it. That's the only reason you bought it. Man, fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. These women have been operating with immunity. And this is the type of shit that continues the process on. Let's keep going.
Lower. Slow. Head down.
This supposed to be fun to y'all. This supposed to be fun. Now, I don't hear anybody speaking against her and speaking against whoever the fuck this motherfucker is. But I see a whole bunch of skinfolk walking past laughing. This is embarrassing. This is disrespectful. Why do a woman have to take control of a man? Why do you feel like you have to take control over the person that's supposed to protect you if some bullshit happen? Now, what if they come to DreamCon? Because that's what this is at. What if they come there and shoot the shit up? Would you expect one of those men to be there and to possibly protect you? Just men being there, would you not expect one of these men to, if given the situation, to protect you? Problem is, y'all beat them up. Y'all strip these motherfuckers of their confidence. You do everything to boost up the woman. So about time it's time for this motherfucker to Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. He's supposed to morph into something to help protect you. He got no confidence. He's a bitch ass motherfucker. Cause I'm gonna tell you like this. You couldn't put your little cheap raggedy boot on the back of my motherfucking neck. You couldn't do it. I don't give a fuck what you look like, how you look like, whatever the fuck. You're not that valuable to put your motherfucking foot on my goddamn. Hey, man, let's keep it going.
Don't dump it either. I feel like she gonna do something if you do.
Look at it. We get so mad at other races of people for quote unquote degrading us. But look at how we degrade ourselves. Look at it. Look at it. It looks ridiculous. you're going to see a common theme of what I got going on today. Y'all are going to see a common theme of women taking advantage of these motherfuckers. And we could say it's for any other reason outside of we have to live with y'all. We have to coexist with y'all. I would think if I'm in a weakened state, mentally, spiritually, physically, I am thinking that the woman that's placed in my life is not going to take advantage of me, not going to belittle me, not going to treat me like I'm just property. Treat me like a plaything. They don't understand. I know they're young. They don't understand the symbolism. They don't understand the subtle things that us as men, especially young black men, but men period, us as men, we have nothing in this world that gives us confidence to be a man. Nothing. The women, no. The children, no. Jobs, no. Regular life, no. Everything is pushing us to being this weak, docile creature. And then you have a woman putting her foot on your neck, putting a leash around your neck, doing anything to continue that cycle of putting us down. And it's sad. You got women throughout this whole country committing murders, doing all types of schemes, frauds, all types of shit. They never get the credit of being on the type of bullshit and fuckery that they're on. This is just one example of it. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, fuck you thought. Hold on, matter of fact, hold that. Yeah, got him on a leash, and he'll fuck you up for me. Bark. Okay, growl.
This is what it is. Any chance to get to belittle, show your power, belittle this motherfucker. Because I can't understand what these motherfuckers is doing, walking around with shit on their neck, being dragged bound by some of the most hideous, ugliest creatures at that. I'm not saying that it's a woman that looked good enough to ever get me like this. But however, if you is gonna be like that, don't be a motherfucking street 2. Don't be a 2, 3. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why is this even a thing? Why do women have to feel like they're taking control over man? What do you get out of it? You should be embarrassed and upset that you even have the ability to do this to something that's supposed to be designed, that's created by design for your assistance. You need that man. Somebody run up to you and try and kidnap you, you're going to, and if you see that man look at you like, I ain't doing nothing, she ain't tell me to do nothing, I'm going to let her get snatched. You're going to be looking with so much fucking disappointment. I look at this video and I see so many fucking women like this fucking video. My God. I'm starting to think women are retarded. I'm starting to think any woman, especially the women that looks at men as just objects and things, I think y'all are mentally challenged. Mentally challenged. It's no way your brain is functioning the right way if this is how you're going to disrespect men. Let's keep it going.
Oh my God!
Hello. I'm here to check in with my dog. Good boy. Oh, he's crying because I don't have the ID. Oh, we need the ID. Well, we'll go find it in the car. Let's go. Good boy. Good boy. Be nice. No.
This shit is crazy, man. This is crazy. It's crazy the men that they get to play in these positions. It's crazy that you could just tell that this is low self-esteem. I'm sure most of these men been raised by a single mom, single parent households. There ain't no real person there to establish order. Most of these men, government assistants, government babies, Section 8 babies, free lunch babies. And this is not to disrespect nobody that's in low income. I lived through it, been through it, kid. Yeah, I understand what it's like. This is why I speak on it the way I speak on it. You have so many of these situations where women take advantage of weak-minded men. And us as men, we have to start standing up against this. We have to start standing up against the idea of us being powerless in the hands of these women. Us being powerless to the system, us being powerless to everything. Men have to stand up and say, we're not going. We have every right to walk away from some of these women. We have every right to defend ourselves. We have every right to put ourselves on pedestals and look at ourselves like we're fucking special. We have every right to. And most times we don't, because we feel like us walking in who we are dims the light of our partners, dims the light of society when it comes to pertaining to how the world looks at or how life looks at these women. Women are special. Y'all have your own place in life. This is not it. This ain't it. Nature didn't create us for this. So I'm against it. Keep it going.
Put your chain back on. Put the leash back on. I swear these dogs be trying to walk themselves.
Oh my God, man. This is what they do, man. This is what they do, man. And you gonna have some simp ass motherfucker just right there, all happy, giggly. I mean, I guess y'all like that weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people like that shit. They call it the dominatrix shit. Some people like that dominatrix shit. Yeah, it's cool. It's some sexual fantasy type shit, right? Me, you couldn't get me in public and trying to embarrass. First off, public or private, fuck them. Public or private, fuck them. Ain't but nothing on my goddamn dick. All I'm saying is, look at how these women, when they're in power, look at what they do. There is no advantage. You doing it, if you're just doing this for content, at the very least. At the very least, you're doing this for content. This is not who you are every fucking day. If that's the case, that's the best form of content you can make. Hey, each his own. You giving me something to talk about for shit show, and I appreciate it. But once again, you see the cuck sitting in back. You see how these people put themselves in position to be belittled and be happy with it with a smile on their face. Yes. Look at it. Meanwhile, these women are able to operate with immunity. They're able to be terrorists. They're able to kill people. They're able to sue and try and get money any type of way that they can. Look at this shit. Look at it. It's terrible. Let's keep going. They say this is in Detroit. Only in Detroit. Hey, all I'm going to say is this. Everything about us, man, we just don't care about how we look in the public, man. We don't care. We do not care. And then we're upset when the rest of the world talks what they talk about us. We're upset when the rest of the world look at us as being slow. The rest of the world look at us as being, incapable of functioning on certain levels. We were upset at that. My man's took a branch off the tree and they're walking with it, blocking shade. And this queen he got beside her. Look at this shit. It looks ridiculous. Well, it's the best that they got. You're telling me the best that anybody got, the best. We're saying the best that the people could do. Not the best he could do is go out, get a job, be a productive member of society, put themselves in position where they ain't got to do this. That's not the best he could do. The best he could do is break off a branch and walk that shit. If you accept that, that's on you. I personally don't accept it. I don't accept the look of it. I don't accept the aesthetic of it. And what I also don't accept is how women send these men out on dummy missions. I'm not saying this particular because I don't know the background story of this. But I'm saying in general, these women send these men out on dummy missions and have them looking stupid. We've seen these from videos and videos of all me posting already, but we're going to keep it going.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know. Call my baby daddy.
No, don't call your baby daddy. We don't want no baby.
Let me call my mother daddy.
Hold on, wait, hold
I
on.
know this for my shit.
Hold on right quick. Please don't call it.
Let me call my baby daddy real quick. My baby daddy gotta pull up the beach up.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to get my
My
ass.
baby daddy gotta pull up the beach up.
No, please don't do that.
Don't worry about it.
I don't want no problem.
He about to pull up the beach ass. Don't worry about it.
Come on, I'm already.
No, I don't give a fuck.
Listen, you don't want your baby daddy to go to jail.
Yep. He better pull him beach out.
No, please don't.
Don't worry about it. He better be here in a second.
Why?
Hello. Yes. Over here to my mother. I don't know. Okay, well you need to pull up, like right now.
Tell him the balance. Tell him what's on the paper.
The balance?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see what you got going on. No, I don't got time for that. So you got to pull up the page, or you got to pull up and come up with something. I don't know. You got to figure something out. I gotta go to work. Yes, I gotta go to work. I'm on the way. He really told my shit. How I'm gonna get to work, sir? You gonna have to hold on, cause my baby daddy on the way.
No, listen.
Let's figure it out.
You may talk to him right quick. I can let him know what's going on.
Yeah. Let me know what's going on then.
Hello. Yeah, she just owe a couple dollars in the car. Like all the information on the paper I gave her. You know, so y'all can come down there, pay it, or y'all can come to my lot and pay it.
That's too much.
But you most definitely ain't got to come here.
Yes, he do. Yes, the f he do.
No,
you gonna have to take my car down.
You perfectly fine where you at, sir.
No, you want to take my car down, though. You want to take it down.
I can't take it down, miss.
You got to.
Look at how these women be sending their man on these missions, man. Look at how they be sending them on these missions. She didn't give a fuck. That man said, so you don't mind him going to jail? You don't care about him going? Nah, he need to come here. We gonna beat your ass. So you don't care? This is what happens when we put these women on pedestals. We allow these women to really believe that you can call my fucking phone and tell me that I gotta beat up somebody, catch charges, and go to jail because you can't pay your bill. We gotta stop being disrespectful, y'all. Ladies, y'all gotta stop being disrespectful. I couldn't be no repo, man. The shit that you gotta go through, bro. The shit that you gotta go through. But this is what these women do, man. Just keep it going.
You know, we all know that men cheat. We've heard it dozens of times. But we normally don't ever get a chance to hear a man forgiving his wife for infidelity. So, Keith.
Yes.
I'm going to jump right in. What made you forgive her?
The main thing that made me forgive was really just like I always saw my parents go through different things growing up, but I also had the opportunity to see them work through it. And so seeing that, okay, yeah, it may not be the same as somebody just having an everyday argument or anything like that, but recognizing that this is the person that I said my vows to, that we made this covenant not only between ourselves but with God. This is somebody that I already said I'll be willing to work through things for better or for worse.
Yes.
And this is just one of those things that falls into the worst category, but we made these vows. I want to try and work this out. And so I had to make that decision with God. And then also too, like,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like one of the weakest motherfuckers ever. There's gonna be some people say, well, what you know about that? It ain't nothing weak about a man forgiving his woman and realizing he want to be with his woman. This the face that I realized I didn't like it though.
I just having an everyday argument or anything like that, but recognizing that this is the person that I said my vows to, that we made this covenant not only between ourselves but with God. This is somebody that I already said I'll be willing to work through things.
Like, bro, we gotta. I don't like her. I don't like the makeup. I don't like the wig. I don't like her hard face. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like the fact that we're listening to this man say that he has to get comfortable with this woman going against the vows that he's saying that he's following. I got to listen to you go against the vows. And let's be clear on this. Let's be clear on this. Cheating or people stepping out ain't always the reason to leave. I get it. We done been through a whole bunch of shit. I get you on bullshit, she on bullshit. I get it. But from how this sounds, you don't sound like you will have any type of ground to stand on. You don't sound like a nigga with a backbone. You don't sound like a man with a backbone. You don't sound like a man that's standing on business. You sound like a man that's a prisoner to how other people see you and view you. What do you mean by that? You looked up to your parents without knowing the ins and outs of their relationship. How do you know that? Us as children never know what our parents go through. So to make the determining factor of, okay, y'all stuck it together, but maybe I could do the same thing, and I don't know y'all variables. I don't know how many times y'all broke up. I don't know how many times, like, we as kids have a vantage point and we eternalize things and make things law when you don't even know what the fuck you was looking at. And then we'll apply other people's life experiences to our experiences. I done forgave plenty of women and took back plenty of women I should have never forgave and took back. Why? Because I wanted to do something that I saw my mom and stepdad do, and I wanted to do something that went against what I saw my dad do, and that's walk away. So I tried. Even with all of the trying, I realized I should go down my own path. I should go with my own views, my own ideas, my own beliefs. Because anything else is going to put me at a disadvantage. And that's what we do as men, put ourselves at disadvantages with dealing with these women. These women could do anything to us, kill us, cheat on us, whatever. They could do anything to us, and the world will try and find a way to forgive them. You forgiving a woman is nothing new. It's nothing special. The whole world is trying to forgive this woman for every goddamn thing. That's not an interesting take. You're gonna have so many women saying, he's so strong. Y'all, we've been forgiving y'all since the fucking beginning. Adam had to forgive Eve. Fuck out of here. We've been a patient one since the beginning. Fuck out of here, man. Let's keep going.
This morning, 1 year after the tragic death of beloved actor Malcolm Jamal Warner, a legal battle is emerging over the estate he left behind. You know the night time is the right time. For 8 seasons, Warner grew up in America's living rooms as Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show.
Look at these sleeves.
Now, his widow, Dr. Tanisha Warner, is suing his mother, Pamela Warner, who oversees the Warner Family Trust. The lawsuit claims Tanisha is owed more than $1.2 million under a premarital agreement, including a $1 million life insurance policy that she says was never put in place, along with other financial commitments she alleges were left unfulfilled after his unexpected death. The petition also claims the trust was created nearly 3 decades ago, long before Malcolm married or became a father. Tanisha telling ABC News, Malcolm had every intention to provide for our 9-year-old daughter and me. Legally, I had no choice but to take action to protect our rights before any potential statute of limitations expired.
There are 2 kinds of trusts. One is called a revocable trust and one's an irrevocable trust. The reason that this lawsuit could succeed is because it seems this was a revocable trust, which means he still had control over it during his life. If this had been what's called an irrevocable trust, that would mean the money was out of his estate. And as a result, it would be much, much harder for her to win any lawsuit.
Pamela Warner has not yet responded to our request for comment. Warner died last July at the age of 54 after he was caught in a strong current while swimming during a family vacation in Costa Rica. In the months that followed, his mother sitting down with our Robin Roberts.
I'm very grateful that I was chosen to be his mother. I think more than anything, I'm at peace with everything that happened. I feel that our journey together as mother and son was complete.
And Tanisha Walker is also asking a judge to prevent any trust assets from being distributed while this case moves forward. Meanwhile, the family still grieving on the anniversary of his death. His mother, Pamela, sharing this emotional tribute on Instagram, remembering her son as a man who, quote, had a heart of gold. And that definitely came through across the street.
Yeah, such a loss.
Those photos.
Yeah, Morgan, thank you for that.
You have here this man dying. This woman wants $1.2 million from his estate after he passes away. She says that it's because he was supposed to have, now keep in mind, this prenup or these requirements were done before he was married to her, before he had children, before all of this shit. So this was nothing that was they talked about and signed and came up with together now, or at the time of them being married. This is what the trust is claiming, that this was already put in place, all of these rules. So let's just take that for what they're saying it was. With that, you have this woman who is suing the mother, which the mother's the head of the trust, head of the estate. She's suing the mother for $1.2 million. The money needs to be taken care of her. This is what he was supposed to be providing while he was alive to his wife, according to the prenup. $5,000 a month, $16,000 annually on their anniversary. He's supposed to be providing $1 million insurance policy and make her the head of it before he died. He was supposed to put up money for their children's education. These are all the stuff that he was supposed to do before dying. And the wife saying he didn't do any of it. And so now the wife is suing his mother in the estate for $1.2 million, what she's claiming the value of what she should have gotten from him. You see how y'all women are heartless? From the mom's side, you heartless. From the wife's side, you heartless. And y'all don't give a fuck about how all of this ruined the legacy of this man. I'm sure that this man loved the mom, and I'm sure he loved his wife. Y'all don't understand how y'all are ruining the legacy of this man. The ideas and views of this man go further away from the consciousness of people. Because because the people that know Mr. Malcolm is getting older. The idea of who he is getting older. And what I believe is one telltale sign of his career is going to be this right here. This feud between two women. This feud of money between two women. She wants $1.2 million. There's no way y'all couldn't have settled out of court. His alleged net worth, he had a couple $1 million policy, a couple $1 million. Net worth was $3 million at the time of him passing. We don't know how much he's had actually on him, how much he had in investments. We don't know. But what we do know is these two women are fighting for money. And they both feel like they're indebted to this money. A mother and a wife fighting over a man money, even after he dies. Wow. Let's keep going.
Is it still shocking to you that he's not with us?
Yes. It's still a shock.
We have a three-nager. She just turned 3, so she's an official three-nager. We are a nanny, we are a playmate, we are everything.
It's been the biggest loss for all of us.
All of us.
Right now, my daughter and I are just like...
You guys are a unit.
Yeah.
That heartbreak is turning into a courtroom battle. Exactly 1 year after the Cosby Show star's accidental drowning in Costa Rica, Malcolm's widow Tanisha is suing his mother, the trustee of his family estate. At issue, more than $1.2 million.
I think she does have a strong case. Before they got married, they signed a premarital agreement. And this prenuptial agreement said that Malcolm was going to acquire a $1 million life insurance policy. He was going to give her a $16,000 payment every year. He did none of those things. Now he dies. It makes the surviving wife a creditor of the estate.
His mother's response?
I'm very grateful that I was chosen to be his mother.
In a heartfelt post marking Malcolm's passing, Pamela Warner wrote about how hard the last year has been. She shared childhood pics, but also mentioned she's learned, quote, how cruel, evil, and greedy a human can be, although she does not mention anyone by name.
Do you communicate with his mom?
In Gayle King's exclusive interview, airing in full tomorrow on CBS Mornings and taped before the lawsuit was filed, she asked Tanisha about her relationship with the mother-in-law she is now suing.
Are you close to his mom?
No.
Where is she? She's in Los Angeles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now, everybody, like all of his family members and everyone who has lost him, they are grieving. Time feels slower in terms of what my life looks like now, do you know? Mm-hmm. Because it's without him.
Yeah.
So every moment feels very slow. Like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be 12.
But Tanisha, just thank God that you have her, though, honestly. Thank God that you have her.
Whatever I have to give, the first person to get that is my daughter. And then the second is myself.
I'm not going to put my mouth on who should get what, where, when, and how. But I know this. You're going to fight like hell with these two women. These two women are going to have a UFC battle. There's going to be it's going to be a lot more bullshit to come out on this story. But what I will highlight is, what type of motherfucker signs a prenup to give this woman all of this shit? All of this money. What type of person does that? What? That's a motherfucker on a leash. That's a weak-minded man to me. This is my opinion. This is my views. And R.I.P. Malcolm. No disrespect to you and your legacy. But to me, I'm not about to sit up here and just give a woman money. Especially you ain't earning it, and especially if you don't know what I would want you to do with it, your wishes. You're not me. I don't know. I'm not saying his wife is not the person. His wife might be the person. The mother might not be the person. I'm saying, why would he give his mother the money? I'm saying, why would you not have your affairs in order, but you're signing a fucking prenup? I don't understand. It sounds like she forced him into signing the prenup. What I mean by she forced him into I don't know a man that says, yeah, I'm going to sign a prenup to where you don't take none of my stuff that I earned in the past. But I'm also going, just in case something happened to me, I'm going to give you $1 million and I'm going to be paying you annually just to be my wife on top of taking care of you. What type of fucking deal is that? We as men gotta start standing up and saying, fuck no, what are you talking about? What are we doing? No, we're gonna build this together. If we're not gonna build it together, what are we doing? Why does it have to be, I gotta be indebted to you? We both want to be married. Why I gotta be indebted to you? This is some celebrity bullshit. But meanwhile, in real lifetime, this is shit that's happening.
And it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and a Shreveport family says they are now finding out the death of their brother, which was presented to them as a suicide, was actually a murder. KSLA's Dominique Ben spoke to Army veteran Sean Reed's family about how this revelation has shaken them.
Sean Reeve served 10 years in the United States Army. After he retired from the military, he took a job in Louisville, Kentucky. The 2009 Captain Shreve graduate was living his best life, or so his family thought.
There was nothing in my heart or my mind would ever make me think he did it.
In September, Sean's wife, 33-year-old Alicia Reed, formerly of Bossier City, called his family frantically, saying Sean took his own life. Alicia told his family he was devastated by his older brother's murder just a week before in Colorado. But Sean's sisters and brother said something wasn't adding up.
If you knew who Sean was and how much he loved his family, he would have never put us through the hurt again after just losing one brother to take his own life.
The tight-knit family of 5 had survived losing their mother and father at a young age. Sean was just 9 years old at the time when his older sister, Lola Morris, stepped in as Sean's guardian. He called her Mama. The family held a double funeral for the brothers. Sean's wife flew down from Kentucky, and a month after the funeral, the family got a call from a Louisville detective.
He said, "Are you able to talk to me?" I said, "Yes, sir, I am." He said, "I wanted to be the first to tell you before the street started talking. I have formally arrested her for murder. The medical examiner said there was no possible way it was a self-inflicted wound." I told him, I screamed, I said, "I knew it, I knew it, I knew it."
33-year-old Alicia Reed is now behind bars in Louisville, Kentucky, charged with murder, domestic violence.
A lot of times we look for women to be the victim, not seeing that men are also victims or can be victims of domestic violence. In this case, it just so happened to be my brother, and we did not know that he was basically suffering in silence.
They take it so serious when it comes to women. But when it comes to men, sometimes it's not as just like, okay, because he's supposed to be stronger and tougher. But he wasn't raised that way. He's never seen anyone get beat on or, you just don't see that. That's not how we are. We're not that type of people.
The brothers and sisters who call themselves the 5 Heartbeats with one mic are now faced with the reality of losing 2 of their family members.
Heartbreaking, tragic. I don't know the words that can describe how we've been kind of just floating and trying to survive through everything that's going on.
Now the family is splitting time traveling to Colorado and Kentucky to get justice for their brothers. In Shreveport, Dominique Ben, KSLA News 12.
Last Saturday, Alicia Reed pleaded not guilty during her arraignment, and right now her bond is set at $500,000.
You have women in this country that are so violent, so vicious, so manipulative. You have women in this country that will kill you and say you killed yourself. We don't know how many countless stories of men allegedly committing suicide, and there's a woman behind it. This is the one who got caught. Rest in peace to my military brother. This is a sad situation. We need to discuss the domestic violence that happens. There needs to be a conversation about women and domestic violence, because it's a thing that happens way more than we like to talk about it. Let's keep it going.
Chadwick Boseman's family is sharing more information about their legal dispute. Days after the late Black Panther actor's brothers, Derek Boseman and Kevin Boseman, filed a lawsuit on behalf of their parents, Leroy Boseman and Carolyn Boseman, to suspend and remove Chadwick's widow, Taylor Simone Ledward, as the administrator of his estate, Derek and Kevin are explaining the reason why. The brothers say in a July 23rd statement to People magazine, "For years, our parents have sought clarity regarding matters connected to the estate of our brother, Chadwick Boseman, including his intellectual property and legacy. This action was filed on behalf of and with the authority of our parents, Leroy and Carolyn Boseman, who assigned their respective interests in the estate to Boseman Family, LLC." According to Derek and Kevin, their family was, quote, unaware until recently that nearly 4 years after the court's October 4th, 2022 order for final distribution, the administrator had not closed the probate estate. They continue, "Our petition seeks enforcement of the court's order and the relief requested in the filing. Because this matter is now before the court, we will respect the legal process while remaining focused on the facts set forth in the petition." E! News has reached out to reps for Derek and Kevin as well as to Taylor's attorneys for comment, but has not heard back. The family's lawsuit comes nearly 6 years after Chadwick died of colon cancer at the age of 43. In documents obtained by E! News, the Boseman brothers alleged that Taylor had not properly distributed his assets, including more than $3.8 million in cash and other assets, despite the 2022 court order to distribute 25% of his estate to each of Chadwick's parents. Kevin and Derek also alleged in their filing that Taylor failed to fully account for the late Oscar nominee's assets, noting his estate includes more assets such as royalties and residuals, image and intellectual property rights, real property, a previously undisclosed bank account, and other personal property. The filing stated these rights properly belong to decedent's heirs, but are ostensibly managed by Chadwick Boseman, Inc., a corporate entity completely controlled by Taylor and through which she continues to profit from decedent's fame. According to the suit, Kevin and Derek claim that Chadwick's widow, whom he wed in 2020, had blocked them from pursuing lucrative business opportunities that might benefit decedent's elderly parents. The family alleged that Taylor's handling of their late brother's estate creates the appearance that she is concealing assets from decedent's family and from the court, and requested that the court compel her to properly distribute the late actor's estate as well as remove her as the administrator of it. Taylor had previously listed Chadwick's total worth as including $151,000 in cash, $241,000 in an IRA account, and $3.3 million worth of stock for Chadwick Boseman, Inc., according to the court order that was included in the filing. The court found that Taylor's list of his assets was true and correct, and noted that she waived her administrator's fee.
You can't even die and people not squabbles over the money. You can't even die. This is crazy. You have families gonna fight over your fucking money. And it sounds crazy on her behalf. It sounds crazy on the brother's behalf to me. But for some reason, though, it's a common denominator. It's a common factor that we see. I hope y'all see the common factor in these videos. I hope y'all do. This is why I present this to y'all. It's not a edgy thing for us to say that these women get away with a lot of bullshit. They get compensated for a lot of bullshit. Hey, I'm sure Chadwick Boseman, if he could come back now and see, and I'm sure even Malcolm Jamal Warner, if he could come back and see, they both could come back and see how their estates is being handled after they passed away. They probably both would be upset. They both would probably be like, how could y'all turn me passing into what y'all turned it into? How could y'all turn my legacy into what y'all turning it into? All because y'all wanting to fight about money. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, fellas. If you have something of value and you want to assure that there's no fight about money, just make sure y'all got everything clearly lined out, clearly defined out. If you want all of your assets to go to your wife, have it go to your wife. If you want your assets to go to your mom, have it go to. Don't do this game where you're supporting everybody and leaving all these open doors and open leeways for all this other shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's no reason to. There's ways and avenues. Handle your motherfucking business and make sure that this ain't gonna be the fight. Because it don't have to be. It does not have to be. But hey, man. Another day, another man being taken advantage of, even in death. Even in death. This is your boy, ISO, a.k.a. ISO the God, a.k.a. Adair Yates. I appreciate y'all time, and I'm out.